Yo, what's up everyone? So today I've got a little bit of a different sort of a video. I saw on Facebook the other day, I follow these fitness industry leading experts here in Australia. They post regularly, every day things regarding health and fitness topics. These particular people, they are the directors, and they've funded and started a lot of training courses for PTs and personal trainers and all that within Australia. So they're quite well known. They're actually regarded as like leading experts here. But they've posted this thing on my well, not particularly just mine, but on Facebook that's popped up on my feed, bagging out abdominal exercises. Okay, and what they've done is they said on this particular video that everything on the ground is a waste of time. Okay, it doesn't train your core effectively, and you won't get any results there. Okay, they basically said you have to stand up, train in an upright position, because we walk in an upright position, so that's the best way we should train. Okay, my video today is to tell everyone out there that may have seen this. If you're in Australia and you follow these particular people, I'm not going to name any names, not that kind of person. This is their business. Okay, they have a business they want to run, and they put out information for their followers and stuff. So I'm not going to bag out their name. I'm going to publicly humiliate them. But what I'm going to say is, if you saw that video, you might know what I'm talking about, or if you ever hear anyone in the industry, any fitness expert, personal trainer, that turns around and says, doing crunches or anything on the ground, planking or anything, is a waste of time. That person doesn't know what they're talking about. You can get a very effective core workout being on the ground, okay, if you do the exercise right. Now, they might have said, they didn't go over any particular exercise. They just said basically the crunch and the plank are a waste of time, but they didn't say, hey, technique or anything can be a factor of it. They just said get off the ground and train your core in an upright position. That's where the video ended. They didn't give you any exercises. They didn't say this exercise is the best in an upright position for your core, for strengthening it. They just basically said that shit, stand up and you're gonna have abs, okay? Or you're gonna have a stronger core than doing this shit. What they forgot to mention is, for example, if you're on the ground and you're doing some crunches, it can be a waste of time. Yeah, I've told clients that in the past, that if you're doing crunches in a particular way, you're wasting your time. What you're forgetting to do is, if you're going to do a normal crunch, you have to activate your transverse abdominis, okay, your pelvic floor muscles, and you have to actively press your back into the ground. And what's that going to do is that's going to take away a lot of the tension from your lower back. So a lot of people have back problems when they crunch. Okay, so that's because your lumbar region here is shortened and it's hyperactive. So what the tricks to that would be to stretch your lower back before you do some core exercises, some crunches and that. So stretch your back, your psoas major, so your hip flexors, which are down here, people, and here. So doing some hip flexor stretching. Make sure these are nice and loose, and then you can start doing some crunches. But when it comes to crunches, you're not just crunching away, you're doing what I just said before. You're activating your transverse abdominis, okay? You're also turning on your pelvic floor muscles, guys as well, not just the girls exercise, make sure everyone's doing it. And then from there, you're going through your own range of motion, because that alone will limit your range. So I might do a couple of quick exercises at the end just to demonstrate what I mean. The video might not do it justice. It's best to work with someone one-on-one, just to show you effectively, make sure you're turning on the right muscles. But that there is a solid foundation, and will teach you correct, what's it called, loading patterns, so that when you get up and do like your upright exercises, your squatting, your deadlifts, you're actually turning on your transverse abdominis, you're bracing, you know, this section here, which is going to keep all your organs and everything intact. And you're not going to end up blowing shit out your ass, okay, by holding your pelvic floor on and everything. So if you can train correctly here by turning your transverse and your pelvic floor on while you do your crunches and going through hitting your either your oblique system or your erectus abdominis, then you can transfer that to your upright exercises. Hope that makes sense. But I'll do just a couple of demonstrations. What I mean, you'll see me basically lying on the ground, keeping my back flat. You won't be able to see me turning my transverse abdominis, but when my back goes flat, that's me hitting my transverse abdominis, okay, pushing it into the ground. My pelvic floor muscles, there's a whole lot of stuff out there, guys. You can look it up, how to turn on your pelvic floor muscle. I might even put a video out later on, or get Stevie to put a video out how to turn your pelvic floor muscle on, okay? But you want to be able to turn that on and then go through, you can do leg lifts, you can do standard crunches, you can do bicycles. There's a whole bunch of just crunches that they have written off. They said are ineffective, but you can still do. So yeah, guys, if you saw this video where they bag it out, don't believe it. Okay, it's a load of shit. Learning from the ground up, like your proper foundations, how to turn on particular muscles, and then going into upright exercises is actually a more safer, functional means of training and a better way of protecting yourself, okay? So there you have it, guys. I'll do some exercises now. But yeah, enjoy, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, people, if you found this information valuable. Also, if you know these people, guys, give me a thumbs up if you know what I'm talking about. Alright, guys. See these abs? It ain't just from standing upright. Alright, check this out. So I'm on the ground. I don't know if you can see it perfectly, okay, but normally we would have this, I'm going to just exaggerate the movement, but we would have this slight bend in the back. Okay, so right now I want to turn on my transverse abdominis. Okay, so this sort of things they'll teach you in Pilates. Okay, so turn on your transverse abdominis, bringing your hip bones to your ribs. Okay, squeeze the back into the ground. Right now I'm going to squeeze my pelvic floor muscles. Okay, so you'll be thinking, oh yeah, nah, he's just going to do a crunch or whatever. I can do a few things here. I can keep my back on the ground, raise my knees up, and I can lower, okay, hold in that contraction, making sure my back stays on the ground, and lower them down. Okay, this is working my transverse abdominis, okay, putting a lot of tension through. I don't know if you can see it, but this is already making me shake, okay? So, just to show how effective that is. And just there, okay? So that's one. You can even go up to here, okay, and then start cycling. Right now, I've still got the tension on, holding my pelvic floor in. Transverse abdominis is on, and rotating. Good. So that's just a couple of exercises, guys. Just to show you that it is effective, and not to write it off just yet, because some experts out there are paying it out and telling you that this is a waste of time. They don't know what they're talking about. You can protect your whole core there and strengthen it at the same time by just turning on a few key muscles, as opposed to just doing crunches. Okay, so if you know how to do the crunches properly, like I've shown you guys, turning those muscles on, you're going to get an effective core workout. At the same time, shape your body, okay, and protect yourself. All right, peace. See you next time.